Good morning, everyone. Paul Duncan here with GammaEdge. Today is Tuesday, the 1st of March. So the summary for today, still caution. We start with the markets. And short term, we're looking at the consolidation yesterday into the afternoon session. We think it could break either way, so we suggest preparing your list for either direction. To the downside, a contra ETF might be a really good play here. To the upside, there are scans in the GammaEdge Discord, which can help you select favorable gamma scans. Medium term, we have not moved bullish in the breadth indicators that we have, and so this suggests a continued downward bias. Longer term, we're still bearish. We will not turn bullish until we experience a multi-day buying, and we're not seeing that. On the ES, the bias is downward. Overnight we had a drop in the call open interest and the positive gamma exposure strike. The key flip level right now for the ES is 43.97, so you probably want to keep an eye on that. VIX is high due to world events. Premium is obviously expensive if you're going to buy it, but pretty lucrative if you're going to sell it. So take a look. The SPX still net negative. I think that's important. On the PM settled SPXW, the put open interest level has dropped. This is generally very bullish. We want to keep an eye on that. The zero level has also gone up, which generally suggests in the PM settled complex that calls are being opened and puts are being closed. Contrasting in the monthly AM settled, the SPX fell overnight, and this generally indicates that puts are being opened for the longer term. We are below both of these zeros. Sorry about that. And so we do expect a wider range in volatility today. From the cumulative tick perspective, key things to take away here is that at circle 1, we did have a reversal of the cumulative tick. That's a good thing when we see that intraday and then the takeoff at the end of the day. Circle 2, which was Friday, is what we call a linear up, and we consider that very bullish, and you should be looking at long lists when that happens. Circle 3, we did get the continuation yesterday, and we were good up until just after the European close, and then we went horizontal for the rest of the day, which is somewhat cautionary. As far as the ES is concerned, as I indicated, the call open interest and positive gamma exposure strike have both dropped, and they're now sitting at 45.50. That's a key thing to watch here when gamma drops and when call open interest drop, especially on something that's a fixed expiry. That means calls are generally being closed above, and that can be significant. The rest of the levels are indicated here. I do note the VIX is elevated as previously stated, and we do have a downside bias overall with respect to the ES. The SPX with respect to the PM settled and the AM plus PM settled, open high low close today 2.3 or so, adjust to the open as usual. At circle 2 here, we do still have a pretty dominant support level at 4,000. I think that's important. I put the zeros here. If we can break above these zeros, we may flip the models, but right now in the PM settled complex, we're looking at 43.89, and over in the SPX complex, a little bit higher, 44.45. Again, the zero dropped over in the monthly, the zero went up in the weekly, the PM settled, and so we've got this mixed currents thing going on here. When we look at the expiration, we've got a number of calls overhead with short-term expiry. That's putting the gamma above us. Typically, when we see that, it's not necessarily bullish for the markets, and so we want to be aware that there may be some downside pressure. You can see this is larger than the put side of the gamma equation, which generally means the monetization of these puts, if we fall, is not going to be very, very strong. From a 1 DTE, since today's Tuesday, tomorrow's the next expiration for the SPX, the PM settled. Net positive, fairly weak here at circle 2, and circle 3 shows a huge dominant level at 44.50. If we get any pressure to move up here, this could be significant over the next few days, and so what happens today I think is going to be fairly important. You can see to the downside, there just is not a lot of pressure to the downside right now, and I think that means we could actually have increased volatility and less definition and support from what is expiring tomorrow. Finally, when we take a look at the SPX, net negative gamma condition up here at circle 1, still very, very negative. We are still in a deep hole. Don't think that it's off to the races yet. This type of condition is going to give us higher expected moves on the open, high, low, close. Circle 3 here, 44.50 is probably the upside range that I would expect. Circle 4, 4,300. Doubtful will push much higher than 45.10. That's where the JPM hedge is. So if we do push north, I think we could be bounded by this upper level up here. I won't go into the details right now, but certainly in the Discord forum we talk about this. And if we lose 4,300, 42 is open. You can see that, and actually the dominant gamma level, even with where we are up here with yesterday's close, is down at 4,100. So there is quite a bit of gamma down below us. Both of those could be attractors depending on which way we go. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. You can reach us at www.GammaEdge.us. That'll take you to a sign-up page where you can do a 14-day trial. We've got a great group within the Discord. All the tools turned on. A lot to digest there on the application of Gamma into your trading. And of course, you can follow us at GammaEdges with an S on Twitter. Thanks, everyone. Make it a great day.